Off the Northumbrian coast lay Lindisfarne, a sacred isle, shrouded in mist and mystery. This small island, often cut off from the mainland by the tides, has a history as rich as its landscape is beautiful. Known as Holy Island, it held a treasure, Lindisfarne Monastery. This monastery was not just a building, but a symbol of spiritual and cultural significance. Founded in 635 AD by Irish monk St. Aidan, it was a beacon of learning and faith. St. Aidan's vision turned this remote island into a center of Christian scholarship. Monks toiled day and night, copying manuscripts and illuminating texts with intricate designs. Their dedication preserved knowledge through the ages. The Lindisfarne Gospels, a masterpiece of medieval art and devotion, originated here. These Gospels are a testament to the monks' skill and piety. The monastery was more than stones and parchment. It was a living, breathing community of faith, learning and resilience. It symbolized faith and scholarship, a beacon of light in the dark ages. Monks engaged in study, teaching and prayer, fostering a spirit of intellectual and spiritual growth. Lindisfarne was a sanctuary, a place of peace and prayer. The serene landscape provided a perfect backdrop for contemplation and devotion. Little did they know danger lurked on the horizon. The tranquility of Lindisfarne would soon be shattered by the arrival of Viking raiders, changing its legacy forever. The year was 793 AD, a time when the world was vastly different from today. The calm of the holy island of Lindisfarne was shattered in an instant. Viking longships, sleek and swift, emerged from the mist like phantoms of the sea. These were no traders, but fierce raiders from the cold lands of Scandinavia, armed to the teeth. They sought riches, not conversion, ignoring the sacred symbols of the monks. The Vikings descended upon Lindisfarne with a fury, their attack swift and brutal. Monks were slaughtered without mercy, the monastery ransacked and desecrated, treasures like gold, jewels and religious artifacts were stolen, their value immeasurable. The Vikings, however, craved more than just material wealth. They took slaves, many of whom were skilled craftsmen, adding to their own strength and resources. They vanished as quickly as they had come, leaving behind a trail of destruction and sorrow, a day that would be remembered in infamy. News of Lindisfarne spread like wildfire across Europe. It reached the court of Charlemagne, shaking the foundations of Christendom. The savagery of the attack was shocking. Churches seen as inviolable had been violated. The Vikings, previously unknown, were now a terrifying force. Fear gripped the Christian world. Were these the harbingers of the apocalypse? The attack on Lindisfarne wasn't just a raid, it was a psychological blow, leaving a scar on the European psyche. The raid on Lindisfarne was a watershed moment in history. It was a brutal and unexpected attack that sent shockwaves throughout the Christian world. The monks of Lindisfarne were unprepared for the ferocity of the Viking warriors, who came ashore with a singular purpose: to plunder and destroy. It marked the beginning of the Viking Age, a period of expansion and raiding. This era saw the Norsemen venturing far beyond their Scandinavian homelands, driven by a combination of economic necessity, political ambition, and a thirst for adventure. From 793 to 1066 AD, the Vikings, emboldened by their success, terrorized coastlines. Their longships, sleek and fast, allowed them to strike swiftly and retreat before any organized resistance could be mounted. They then raided monasteries and settlements from Ireland to Russia. These attacks were not random acts of violence, but were often carefully planned and executed with military precision. This wasn't just about plunder. The wealth they amassed from these raids funded further expeditions and helped to establish trade routes that spanned continents. Vikings settled in new lands, leaving their mark on language, culture, and genetics. They established colonies in places like Iceland, Greenland, and even North America, blending with local populations and influencing the course of history. The raid on Lindisfarne serves as a stark reminder of the Vikings' impact on the world. It was a moment that changed the course of history, signaling the start of an era that would reshape Europe. It was the beginning of their story, a story written in blood, fire, and ultimately legacy. The Vikings left an indelible mark on the world, one that is still felt and studied to this day.